Okay, round one. Let's go. We're playing the same, not quite the same. One card off. We're playing Capsize over Genova Horror this week. Reasoning on that would be, I'm expecting a bit more Astrolab and Mirrors. Genova Horror's value has just gone down lately. I've never been happy to be playing it. And right now, the thing I value the most with that kind of effect is targeting my own wall. And when that happens, it's worth considering Capsize over the Horror. It's a lot easier to get the Fog Lock off of a Capsize. Sounds great, by the way. Turn one Swamp. Sure. And we drew another Tron land. We're just going to Impulse until we find Tron. And we can play our Prisms. But we should be able to beat turn one Swamp. Especially turn two nothing. That's Trinket Mage or Second Wall. That's actually an interesting choice. I've got another Impulse here. I think we can go greedy and take this wall instead of the Trinket Mage. Even though Trinket Mage does guarantee me Tron in 2 turns. Play the Astrolab and then we'll just go Impulse. The second wall is that good. Like, the second wall is really huge. As long as we don't miss a land drop, we should be fine. Going for the wall. Turn 3 Baronmore too. Yeah, this poor opponent. Wow, found it naturally. It's huge. I think we're just going to weather this turn. Like, we can go Teachings into weather right away. I think we get Flicker too, with double wall already in hand. Yeah, let's go Teachings for Flicker. And then weather. I'll probably get another tower here. Yeah, get another tower. I'm gonna draw 2 and then play our wall, getting back Flicker. Game's pretty over. Immediately block, don't care if he has removal. Pulse wall. Play wall. And then we're just gonna play our other wall too. Get back weather or impulse. I'm thinking impulse. We're at 35. Yeah, we're getting back impulse instead of weather. Don't need that life. Thorn is fine. We outcard him already. Yeah, get another tower here. I think I'm gonna Impulse. Drifter. Only Teachings for probably Capsize. Maybe I do just Flicker though. And try and work towards Rolling Thunder. Hey there, Pseudo. Give it Hinmo back. We cut the De Novo Horror. These blocks are pretty free. We almost want our Drifter to die here. This is a pulse target. It's not in blood. That's fine. That's also fine. End step will pulse a Drifter. I will not Flicker until I have more mana to work with. But we will go for an upkeep. No, it doesn't really matter when I go for it. Yeah, this is first round, game 1. Let's go for a flicker, get back our pulse first. Make sure we win this fight. If we lose the fight, we play Mortuary Mire. If we win the fight, we play a Tron land. That's why we go for that first. Let's see, teachings, and then 1 left over. Might be worth to play an island. Nah, Tron land. Discard an island. If he goes for the same attack again, I think I'm more interested in trading with Chittering Rats now. Tapping mana pre-combat. Like at this point, we're just going to bide our time, hit land drops, and eventually Thunder him for 15. This isn't really a capsize game. That's cute. Can go for 4. Leave an angler around. He's going to take 1. He has the Monarch. Let's go Alchemy. Probably flash it back too. Another wall. Astro is tempting. Drifter's probably fine. Maybe Alchemy is the pick there too. That's also possible. Just gonna evoke this Drifter. There's no real reason on keeping it on board with a Crypt Rats out here. So save 2 mana. Capsize is cute. I don't really need it right now though. I guess I can capsize his Angler once he attacks me. Like, let's steal the Monarch and make him feel pressured. Because I want to draw cards. Once we find Rolling Thunder, we do win. There should still be another tower in my deck, which I can see me getting right here. I think I will. Then we discard 3. Teachings map on an island. So it's 12, 18, 20, 21, 22. I'm just going to flashback Fog. I don't even think we tried to flicker. I'm pretty sure I just flash it back. For Gary. I'm gonna capsize his Angler in response. Lower the devotion by 1, so that way if I top deck Rolling Thunder, it's still lethal. Exactly. I just needed him to be at 1 less life. I don't really care if he does anything in response to me capsizing to counter it. It's not like I really need the spell that badly. The buyback is actually just free to go for. So we'll be at 20 now. Oh, we didn't find it. That's fine. We'll flicker our wall some while we can. 4 yes, Crypt Rats mana up. We want Pulse back. Actually, I want Impulse. I'm just gonna keep digging for Thunder. Get back the other Impulse. because I'm not playing it this turn. Yeah, the Astrolab is still great. And by next turn, we should find the Rolling Thunder. I'm not even going to attack. Just plan on blocking some. Let's discard Dispel. Wall and Drifter. I want creatures in my graveyard. Another Gary slows things down a bit, but we should still be able to win. Because then we basically just wipe his board instead of everything else. Yeah, he can attack with Crypt Rats, otherwise I get him for free. If a luck like this, you can sack rats for 2. I'm okay with that. Five. Angler, sure. Checking Remote Isle over Drifter. My reasoning is I'm more likely to do something end step, and I don't really want to tap my mana on my turn, so this is basically a free card. Hey, they're ageless. Because their deck is so small, it's not so much about drawing raw cards anymore, it's about finding a specific one. So we want to be pretty precise with the amount of mana we're grabbing. I'm actually grabbing Urza's Mine here, just for a bigger Thunder. Like, that's really all I care about right now. We're so likely to find it because we flash back here. I'll be surprised if I fail to find Thunder. Well, colorly surprised, I guess. The challenge is still game 1. It's going fairly well, though. Like, we're very likely to win. Hey, there we go. It only took me 58 cards because we know the bottom 6. How does this keep happening? Alright, X equals 20. If he gains life, ends at speed, he gains life. It's not the end of the world. We just slow down by a turn. Ah, Tendrils. Sure. I guess I can see it in this metagame. I'll block the Angler. Or get hit by an Oubliette too. That's cool. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're nowhere near dead. So we'll pulse up a wall, play a wall, cap, and then Thunder him. Even if opponent drew a Bojoka, we're fine. Like, we've got Capsize. We've got more Tremire still in our hand. There's a reason I haven't discarded it. Now we should have enough mana to do X equals 6 and prohibit the second Tendrils. I'm going for this because we have the resources and it's free to. It's the fastest way to win as far as I'm concerned. I could be capsizing him too, but that's kind of a pain. Defile, sure. Griff, Grudge, Weather, cut you. Guess that's still fine. Cut Dispel. Looking at Prohibit too. I guess one Weather. Yeah, that's fine. Bam. For the Spell Bombs, we're pretty likely to run them. Even then, maybe I don't care. What I run over at Prohibit? That's actually probably better. Because he's not likely to run Spell Bombs, or not guaranteed, I guess, these days. They've got a bunch of hand destruction or hand targeting. I'd rather counter that. I can live through a spell bomb. Grudge is a pretty bad draw when they're attacking your hand and your land base. This is a keep. Yeah, I took out Horror. Horror's just in a bad spot in this metagame. Like, it's just kind of a mediocre card. You want to target your own wall more often than anything else right now, which is why I want to play Capsize, because it's better at targeting your own wall. We are not finding Tron this game. Still get the Expedition map. Our hand has plenty of dig, so we do just want Tron. Happily block. He probably has the Monarch here. Only way he gets to stay in this game. Not really that big of a deal. I'm actually going to Alchemy here. See if I can't find a Tron land before I play my map. Nice. Tower. Map. So what's most likely to happen is he has land destruction here. We crack map. We impulse. And next turn we have pulse. There's one thing I know about mono black control players is that they always have the hate. Let's grab an extra mine and work on pulsing up the tower. If he's the second one, it's annoying. I don't get Tron like that. Chilling Rats is fine. I'm going to let it resolve first and then impulse, yeah. Wow, look at me being wrecked by opponent's good hand. I guess we take a tower. Pulse up the mine. If he has the third, I might actually be in trouble, but right now we're still fine. It's supremely annoying when they draw so many of them early though. Like 1 or 2 is fine. The third is usually pretty bad. This draw is great though. If we beat this draw, it just kind of really shows how weak mono black is versus us. It looks like we're going to. Like once we untap and we get the wall chain going with Tron, he can't really beat us. That was his best chance. He did a pretty good job of it. So we need a mine. Play a wall. Get back pulse. Need to make sure we're not dying to a random Gary number 2. This draw is actually gas. Honestly, he's starting to scare me here. It's fine. He actually gave me 6 life there. I'm not really sure why he did that. Well, I guess it's only 4. Because he knows I have pulse. Very macabre? No? Okay. That's a good draw. Third Gary actually wins him this game, I think. This is a really free flicker. Wrong spell. I think we're going to do this a little strangely. So we're going to pulse our wall. We're going to flicker wall and our tower so we have access to another pulse, assuming this flicker resolves. So I don't die to a third Gary. And I can still keep up the chain. I think that's the best way to play around the third Gary. Because otherwise I just die, right? Because that's going to be 6, 7, 8. Ooh. 6, 8, 10, 11. I'm still dead to the third Gary now, I think. His draw is so good. It's exact lethal. Gotta be kidding me. His draw is insane this game. Double choking Sands and triple Gary with the Monarch on the play. That's about the only way they beat us there. If we had weather, it's an easy game. Not much you could have done about that. Opponent just drew really well. Seems like a good hand. Has Tron, Expedition Map Extra, and Trinket Mage for a Prism. Probably not going to crack that on turn 2. Gonna let him fire off land destruction first. The rest, they always have that too. No, you can't. Like I said, Mono Black Control always has their sideboard cards. It's not up for debate at all. It's just a fact of life. It's just how it works. They're quite good at it. Usually pretty beatable though. Especially when we're on the play. Being on the draw is quite a bit harder. Get our Astro Lab. He might duress me here if he has it, but that's fine. Because that means that's basically his entire turn unless he has Sign and Blood, but that's also him doing nothing, so he gets to resolve a Drifter. At the end of the day, I'm okay with that. Choking Sands me. Always have it. Step 1. Step 2 is also always have it. Bet he has a second. They always do. Oh, Chittering Rats. Oh yeah. That's the joke. They have like 8 to 12 cards in their sideboard. I think I actually Alchemy first. Second Drifter. They basically lose if they don't draw Choking Sands though. Duress is not as good, but neither are actually that great, but they lose if they don't draw Choking Sands usually. They just get to play Magic if they do. Doesn't mean they win. Sign of Blood, sure. Okay. Next turn is just going to be Drifter, Trinket Mage, and another Astro. We're not going to crack this map ever until we're at like 2 of each Tron land. Or I have nothing else to do with my mana. I'm going to smack him with both of these. I'll present 2 more lockers. We're actually playing the island instead of the tower, because what we're going to do is play our second Astro Lab, and we needed that extra colored source. We're just going to win this game through aggro. I'm seriously considering pulsing up my Trinket Mage just for another body next turn. Oubliette, sure. Oh, Flicker. Seriously considering it. He's at 9, and I have a Flicker in hand. So let's see, Pulse, Mage, Astro still have enough? Yeah, I'm down. Let's go aggro. Cantrip my Pulse for 6 life and a dude. Tap that wrong. It's a good draw. I want to hold up Flicker though. That actually probably grabs Capsize, and then I capsize my own wall in the same turn. I have enough mana. Sure. Also sure. And step, let's draw a bunch of cards. I guess I grab Flicker if I do this. Grab our 4th Astro first. Draw 2. Impulse. Rolling Thunder is the main one I want to find. Anything else is, I guess I grab Teachings there. Nice. Ends the game far earlier. Don't really need it to win though. Wow. We didn't even use our graveyard outside of a 1 pulse this game. Pretty solid win though. So I guess I'll show this before I turn off the recording for the deck list. All we really did is add the cap size, and I've explained my reasoning on it. Everything else is the same. Yeah.